Welcome, Richard.
Thank you.
The book, I've been told to tell you this, is #1.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. That's
Richard. Don't go... Oh, well, no. Show a bit of... Don't do none of the modern stuff with me.
What do you want? Oh, whoop and holler if you wish.
Whoop and holler,
I just did. I said it then.
OK.
They're keen.
They are very keen. It's a great book, by the way. It is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because, you know, I feel like we have a bond. Because when I was in hospital, you went into hospital on the... Was it the Saturday you went in?
I don't know. I
remember.
I don't know. I didn't check my diary.
And I wasn't delighted, but it took the heat off me. Because this sounds... I'll just go now.
This is good. It took the heat off you, so... No, well, you're right. I did it as a service. Actually, I'd heard that you'd gone in, and I thought, oh, he's going to get hassled. Maybe I can distract people, so I crashed really fast.
That's so deep. You're such a decent bloke.
Yeah, I did it for
Give
you.
him a round of applause.
I did it for you.
That's the generosity.
No. But that's my sensitive side coming out.
Yeah. No, I've been a huge fan. I've had a picture of it on my wardrobe door ever since.
Now you're unnerving me slightly. I was quite pleased, and then it got scary.
Listen, it must have been hard, though, reliving it all, because I don't know about you, I wanted to forget it all, you know, when I came out of hospital.
It was. I mean, a lot of it I couldn't relive because I was in a coma or deeply clinically confused. So, trawling back through it was quite an effort. But
so did your missus help you then to
well,
get it
yes,
together?
You see, we suddenly realised... We said early on, when they said, right, we'd like you to write a book, yes, we'll do that. And I sat down with my pen. Oh, I can't remember most of it. I was in a coma. So we quickly realised that Mindy, my wife, would have to write... I could write up to where I crashed. Well, not a lot after that. So she filled in the gaps, of which there were many, yes. And annoyingly, she turned out to be a much better writer than me. So I'd said to her, darling, you've never written anything professionally. I've written professionally. I don't want to interfere. You write it as you think it should be. Send it off to the editors, and then they might be quite cruel, because editors can be. They can be a bit harsh. So she sent it off, and then they just said, yeah, we'd like to commission novels, please. It's brilliant. Oh, you can laugh now. How did you laugh for?
Must have been livid when you're sick.
I was the professional, but yes, she did. I mean, it was more traumatic for her to write it because she had to relive it and go through it. And it's not... Anybody who's been there, and a surprisingly large number of people are, acquired brain injury is not exactly rare. Not everybody's stupid enough to do it in a jet car, but you can do it falling off a bike or a ladder. And I think for partners, going through that with them, it's a heck of an ordeal. So for her to pour her story out and be very honest was... We've had a lot of feedback from people saying it's connected.
Weren't you nervous about getting in this thing, Richard? For the start, it's called The Vampire, isn't it, this car?
Yes. Yeah. It's an ominous name,
isn't it, George, you know?
I wasn't... it could be because I'm immensely brave and fearless, or just... just a bit thick and a massive show-off. Because, well...
you couldn't resist it, could you?
Well, no, it's a great big jet engine with a power of about 11 or 12 Formula 1 cars, and then there's like a school plastic chair strapped to the front of it, and then you start up the jet engine, and jet engine noise, and you take your foot off the brake and go, whoa! It's not complicated. It's quite an easy
Isn't
job.
it made up out of a cement mixer, a Robin Reliance, and a transit van? Is that true?
It's very NASA, isn't it? Well, you see, you can't pop down to Alfred's or anywhere else and just buy off-the-shelf bits for a jet car. They're a bit specialised. So the guy who built it, Colin, he'd had to scavenge around everywhere. I mean, he's been working with jets for decades. He knows them, and actually with jet cars. So he's learned the bits that he can scavenge around and find, so he can point at it. Yeah, that's off a cement mixer, that bit. What? It's a 300-mile-an-hour cement mixer. So, yes, but he got the parts from wherever the best bits were.
Yeah, still put, mate. Would you get in it, you lot? But the annoying thing, you broke the speed record when you were having a trial run, weren't you?
Well, yeah, but we weren't going for a record on the day because we decided early on, we realised, hang on, Muppet here. If somebody tells me go faster, faster is good. Right.
Yeah.
So if I have a Speedo, I'll just keep trying to go faster and faster. So they took the Speedo out. There wasn't one. And they knew how fast I'd been going from the telemetry, the radar coverage of it, but they weren't allowed to tell me until the end of the day. As it happened, by the end of the day, I was otherwise occupied. But that had been the plan, so I didn't... And it wasn't... So we didn't have anybody from the Guinness Book of Whatsits to...
How fast did you actually go?
315 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, but did you see how my parking went afterwards? It was not all that
Yeah, but you did it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I know. You had to...
That bit was really good, but it was the parking afterwards that I messed up.
Doesn't your missus kick off and say you're never getting in another car again?
No.
No.
Darling? No. She knows full well it's what I do, it's part of me. I've been a show-off, and as we covered in the book, really, I've been a show-off since I was about 25. By small, I mean to indicate young. Since I was very young. So it was just an extension of that, really. And she... We in all honesty, we take every precaution on the show. We don't take these things lightly. Nobody's... You know, the guys who work on it are my mates. Andy Wilman, who edits and produces the thing. He's one of my best buddies, and he's not going to strap one of his mates to that unless he's absolutely sure. And what happened in the event...
They would, but
maybe he
Richards.
isn't, come to think of it.
No, they would, if it was Bates, he'd be quite put him in it. Go on.
Yeah, crack on. But, so, no, we take every precaution, and as it happened, every precaution saved me in the event, or I wouldn't have been in there. So, you know, thanks to them.
And waking up in hospital was like a scene from Misery. Yeah,
well, because I remember I was on... is it morphine they give you?
Yeah,
because I nearly said cocaine then.
No.
Which is the wrong thing to try.
No, it's morphine.
I'm not an expert on drugs, I don't know. It's
they
morphine.
pump you full of it.
Yeah, by all accounts it was, because my brain was expanding. Obviously, in my case, I had plenty of room, so it could keep expanding for, like, days. Who said, there? That's worse. So, yes, so they put me on morphine to stop that. But it was... There's a scene in Misery where I think he's in and out of consciousness, and he compares the pain, I think, to the jagged edges of the bits of wood you get sticking up out of the sea. And then the morphine is like the tide that comes in and washes over. And I think I dimly woke up out of coma, thought about that, and then disappeared off again. It's an odd place, that coma. You are in and out of consciousness. So you remember bits of it, and then... not for quite a lot of weeks.
No, you made a really good physical recovery, didn't you? But the mental recovery took a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, physically, I haven't got a scar.
Nothing. That's just...
Not a flaming mark.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
No. Why? Where's that going?
No, but it makes me think, you know, you're in this vampire death trap doing 10 million miles an hour, bang, and here you are,
yes,
you know,
people keep telling me, oh, you're so lucky. I'd have been a lot luckier if the tyre hadn't blown at 300 miles an hour.
Well, do you believe in a guardian angel with a hat pin who went...
Yes, exactly. And with a sense of humour.
Yeah.
No, I mean, physically not a mark, which was annoying, because I said to Mindy, my wife, I was out of it for 2 weeks. You could have just snuck in while I was unconscious and run like a rusty Stanley, just down here, and give me a nice, manly... dueling scar.
Or slap, even.
They're just a mark, because I sit in the pub now with all my mates and they're like, oh, I got that falling off a scooter and this was falling off the... I haven't got a mark. Nothing. But, yeah, I mean, the mental recovery, recovery from acquired brain injury, and it is a very common thing to happen. It's a long, long road. And since then, I've spoken to a lot of people, returning soldiers as well, with brain injury, particularly frontal and frontal right, which affects particular ways. It's your personality, it's your memory, etc. It does affect you in specific ways, and to be able to talk to people who are going through similar experiences, maybe they haven't got to certain bits yet, has been fascinating. And I'm not finished yet, because every week I think, right, I'm better. Then you get to the end of the week and think, actually, I wasn't. So it's an ongoing job. I mean, I think I'm sitting here now talking to you with all this lot.
You're not...
I might sit up in bed any minute now.
You are, this is it. Oh, it was all a terrible nightmare.
That's quite an imagination I've got then, isn't it, really? Credit to me.
No, I like the sound of this, because you get to blow up my Bet Noir, a caravan.
Our new DVD, yes. Well, it's a shameless piece of commercialisation of our brand. But
that's
we thought we want, you know those DVD games, we wanted to try and make one that actually worked. So we did really serious, in-depth stuff, like you get to play caravan roulette, where you choose from 6 caravans, but this is serious stuff. I'm hiding in one of them.
You're nuts.
Yeah? It's this or chess, what do you expect? I'm hiding in one of them, and then you choose one and you blow it up and you have to not pick the one that I'm in. That's brilliant, that is.
So is it Russian roulette with Richard Hammond's done with caravans, yeah?
Yes, and you have to try and avoid blowing me up. And then you get to do your own cool wall and decide whether cars are cool or not. And then I make up an annoying answer most of the time. As we do on the show, to be fair. So, yeah, we try to bring a little bit of Top Gear to life so you can join in.
Oh, well, let's have a look. Bert, please, if you would, show us a clip.
Right, this is round 4, which we call Caravan Roulette. Now, normally this is a team game, but as you seem to have no mates right now, you're going to be doing it on your own. You have to decide whether to destroy 3, 4 or 5 of these 6 caravans.
Which one of them? It is.